Beauty is irrelevant.
Alright, what's up everybody? So we out here on this beautiful day and I wanted to make this video, guys. If you haven't noticed, your boy cut his hair, he cut his locks. You looking at the new and improved Relevant. We out here in downtown LA. It's a beautiful day today. So with me cutting my hair, it gave me the idea of making this video in regards to longevity as a music artist and as a musician, especially as a music artist specifically. So this for you music producers, that's one thing, but songwriters, I don't know if this would apply to you, but definitely for artists. As an artist, to have a long-lasting career, one of the best things you could do, especially as you progress throughout your career, is you can't be afraid to reinvent yourself. You can't stay the same artist forever. And I say that because I tend to have conversations with musicians that early on in their career, and a lot of times those musicians are often confused about what type of music that they want to come out with starting out. A lot of musicians are very creative. They have a lot of different styles and genres and type of music that they want to make starting off. They might want to do like pop, but then they have rock and they have hip hop and they have trap stuff and they have all kinds of different styles of music, right? Just being a creative, talented person, that's going to happen. But usually they're at some kind of crossroad with determining what they want to come out with first, how they want to really establish themselves, what sound that they want to come out with first to really establish that type of sound so that that's what they're known for. And then from there start to slowly introduce to other types of brands or genres of music that they're able to create. And one, you have to keep in mind that your fans, they probably listen to a bunch of other music anyway. So you're not doing yourself a disservice by making different types of music. It's actually going to make you that much more relatable with your fans, because if your fans do listen to all these different other genres and you make these other type of genres, then that means they'll listen to more of that music, right? But at the same time, as you start to come out, say you start off as, say you're a rapper and you start off doing more of like soulful rap or like backpack rap or trap or whatever it is, say that's how you start off. The longer you keep making music, eventually people are gonna, you've done it before, right? So people have heard it, they know that's what you're about. So then eventually it could possibly lead to them kind of losing interest, right? Now, of course you want to be consistent, but at the same time, you always want to grow. You always want to be able to strive to be the best version of yourself as a person, and then striving to be your best version of yourself as an artist, so that your fans are continuously, because your fans are growing too. You know, they're going through stuff in life. They're getting older as you get older. So the things that might have been appealing to them when they were younger, the stuff that you were talking about when you were younger, might have been something that they can relate to. But then as they get older, that same subject matter might not apply to them anymore in their life. You know, now they want to hear stuff that might be a little more mature or whatever, because they're in a different stage of life. So as you continue to do that, you have to keep in mind that you don't have to stay the same forever. You can always take the time to fall back for a little bit, reassess, and then reintroduce yourself as a new artist and as a different version of yourself, but more of like a new artist. Like a good example of that is Lil Wayne, The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. These are all artists that have came into the game one way, and then as they continue to strive forward and to build their success, they've reintroduced themselves as different versions. Now, J. Cole has locks. When he first came out, he had short hair. Look at Jay-Z now. Like when he first came out, he was talking about selling drugs. Now he's always talking about business and taxes and that kind of stuff, and his hair is completely different. You know, and the subject matter is completely different. So you don't have to stay the same. Don't let people put you in a box. Don't let people just assume that you are just one way and write you off as that type of person. It's on you to show them that you're more than that, because they're not going to do it on their own. You have to take that lead and take that initiative to show them, hey, I'm more than just this person, or that was me then, but this is who I am now, right? So that's something that I want you guys to really sit on and digest, and just kind of keep in mind as you continue to build your music business and your brand, because a brand has to grow, your fan base has to grow, but to do that, you have to grow. So you can't just pigeonhole yourself into one sound, one style of music, one look, any of those type of things. We got a siren coming. I'm gonna let this fire truck pass. It just passed. But yeah, you don't want to pigeonhole yourself. You know, you don't want to let certain things just define you and that be it. Because once people assume that that's all you have, eventually they're going to lose interest, right? They're not going to just always, once you become a little more predictable, then they know what to expect. So they might not be as excited to check you out as you continue to drop music, because eventually they'll just be like, I already know what it's going to sound like. He's always saying the same stuff. He always looks the same way. You know, there's nothing new to look forward to. So you want to keep them guessing, you know, you always keep them guessing. Always continue to be better. Always strive to be better. Don't be afraid to look different. Don't be afraid to try different styles out. You know, as an artist, you get to be creative. You know, you don't work in corporate or anything where you have to stick to some certain kind of uniform look or you know, talk about certain things. Like, you are your business, you are your brand. So you get to change that and evolve that brand on your own. You have the ability to do that more than anybody else. So feel free to take those words and run with them, because again, you know, as long as you continue to be an artist, you always have that as an option. You can always grow your hair out, you can always cut it, you can always change your style up. I mean, I've watched people dye their hair. You know, Lil Wayne has gold locks now. Before he had braids when he first came out. Wiz Khalifa had short hair and now he's got long locks. Like, you know, certain people, it just happened. Busta Rhymes, he had locks his whole career and then he ended up cutting his hair. You know, it just happens that way. So don't pigeonhole yourself. Don't get caught up in looking one way. Don't get caught up in making just one style of music. Inspire people to be better, inspire people to grow, and to continue striving to be the best version of themselves. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to have growing pains. Growing pains are literally what they are. Like, if you go to the gym, your muscles are getting bigger, but you're sore after a crazy workout. If you're trying to lose weight, you know, you got to run, you getting cramps in your side or whatever that is, that stuff hurts, but the end result is always better than where you currently are if you're trying to get a certain kind of outcome. Nothing is going to come with just easy work. Like, for anything that's worth it, you're going to have to invest time, energy, effort, and it's going to hurt. And you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. You got to be willing to break outside of the box, think outside of the box, and not just get so caught up in your comfort zone. Because comfort is probably everyone's biggest downfall. Whenever you get too comfortable, you stop working hard, you just start to lay back. But you got to keep in mind that there's always somebody out there working hard. Just when you think that you could chill and lay back and just be chilling, somebody's working. Somebody's in the studio. Somebody's trying to reinvent themselves. Somebody's out here taking meetings or doing that extra song or doing that extra push-up or doing that extra email or DM or whatever it is for them to get closer to the goal that you're trying to get to. And if you slack off, eventually they're going to catch up with you, and eventually they're going to pass you up. So you got to keep switching it up. You got to keep pushing yourself. Don't settle for less, man. Do not settle for less. Always strive for the best. Stay competitive, stay hungry, stay ambitious, and stay inspired. And if you're not inspired, then go out and live. You know, I like to be in downtown LA. I like views. It's always been something that's inspired me. It's always something that makes me want to just feel better. It makes me feel like I'm on top of the world whenever I'm in a place where I have a nice view. So go out and live life. Push yourself. Don't be afraid to try things. Don't be afraid to fail in public. At the end of the day, other people's opinions, it don't really matter like that. The only opinions that matter are the ones that actually support you. The haters or people who have anything negative to say, like, that stuff is, who cares? Like, someone's always going to have something negative to say, but the people who have stuff that's positive to say, or they're the ones that matter, because they're the ones that are going to support you, especially when it comes to your fans. Your fans are the ones who are going to spend the money on your shows, streaming your music, checking out your content, you know, engaging in all your content. So just continue to build that. Be honest with them. Be vulnerable with them, because that allows them to connect with you that much more. All right, guys? So I just wanted to make this quick video for you guys. That's my #1 recommendation on how you can continuously extend your career as an artist in the music business and as a business overall. So if you found this video valuable, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Comment below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. And I'll be right back at you with another video soon, all right? You guys take care.